All right, we're back here at West Branch Bear Football Media Day 2021 with Coach John Hierseman, the offensive coordinator. Coach, talk about the differences of coming in from what you had last year to this year offensively. Obviously, different quarterback. What's going to change for you this year?
Quite a bit changes, and that's how it is every year. But I coach the quarterback, so a new quarterback coming in is always a challenge for me. The kid's Carver has played quarterback as a freshman, but as a sophomore he started for us as a receiver. So he did some drills in that, but he really wasn't involved in running the offense. So we have to kind of start back from square one, and he's done an excellent job. I mean, the kid is a great leader, not only verbally, but he leads by example. Nobody works harder than Carver Belk.
And to that point, offensively, me and you both know it starts up front every single season, no matter what. Talk about the five guys and some, what you got coming back and what your expectations are for those guys.
Yeah, real high expectations for the line. I'd say right now we've got 7-8 guys that could play on that front line. And the average weight is, it's somewhere in the 200, 220 range, so there's good size up front. Some real good leaders up front, Cole Bailey and Drake Berry that played there and started on the offensive line last year have done a really good job leading the other guys. Aiden Dingbaum is a kid that did not start for us last year, but he made tremendous strides in the weight room. Strong as anybody we have. He's going to do a great job too, as well as the other guys.
Talk about kids like Peyton Miller and Cash Woody have now going into their fourth year in the program. How far they've come and what you expect out of those guys.
And they've been great leaders for the receiving group. You've been there. You've been an offensive coordinator, and you have to start from scratch every year with a lot of guys, and you teach them the route tree. You teach them the basics. But with guys like Peyton and Cash, they've played it before, so you can get into the little details on not only what is this route, but how do you run it against this defense or that defense, and they get that. And they also help teach the younger guys that are at their position, so it makes my job a little easier with those guys.
A couple more. Who in camp so far? You're only a couple weeks in, but has anybody stood out in the last 2 weeks in camp to this point?
Andy Henson stands out. He's one of our biggest kids. He's also one of our fastest kids. He's just a physical specimen and such a coachable kid. I could tell him to go play the line, and he wouldn't blink, and he'd just go do it. But he's our best running back, and he's going to be our workhorse this year. A great leader. But beyond that, what's kind of cool this year is we've got other guys that'll carry the ball, including Carver at quarterback. He's a dual threat quarterback. He'll run the ball. Peyton Miller at receiver. We'll put him in motion. We'll give him the ball. Wyatt Fedlin, Kinnick Belk, they'll be at different positions where they're getting the ball too. So teams hopefully can't just key on Andy. We'll have a lot of different offensive options.
And then lastly, outside of football, Gavin's going to Central to play football at Central College in Pella. Talk about what that means to you and as a father and his coach, and what you're looking forward to about that.
That'll be so neat, and he reported Wednesday, and I've talked to him every night, and it's just neat to hear what he's doing there. They're starting at 7 o'clock in the morning, and they get back to their dorms at 10 o'clock at night, position meetings and things. So it's going to get to a point where he's going to learn so much there that he'll be teaching me things, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's a proud moment for your kid to go to college anyway. But, he played the position that I played, and he's gone to a level above what I did, mostly on his own account with his own hard work. So really proud of the kid. And it'll be a fun experience for him. It'll be a really neat experience for me to get to watch him there.
Absolutely, and he'll play alongside Billy Freese, Jacob Graves, and Cale Federline up there too, which is pretty awesome. So good luck to you, Coach. You're doing a great job, and it's going to be a fun season.
All right, thank you. Thanks, Jarod.